My beloved Madridistas, this is just a very quick post-match reaction. I'm only going to give you, just a few short minutes. And tomorrow I'll do a more detailed analysis. Look, I'm going to tell you the impression that I had during the course of this match. And I'm sorry I lost my voice a bit, but, there were plenty of reasons to scream in this match. Look, this just feels... This was a very difficult defeat because this one I don't think we deserved. When you watch the games live, and one of the big advantages of watching them live is you can really, really see the physical effort that players commit. And I am telling you that the players played really hard today. Everybody ran, everybody was aggressive, everybody was assertive. We had so many chances to win this game. Vini in the final third is driving me crazy. Vini in the final third is driving me crazy. The decisions that this guy makes, I don't understand how you can do such wonderful things until you're right in front of the goalie, and that's when all of a sudden your brain freezes. Very frustrated at that. City didn't create anything at all. Doku is a wonderful player, by the way. He was so dangerous, on his wing. He was really, really difficult but I think we managed him well. I think we defended well. We ran so much. This game, and I mentioned it in the shorts, this game really, really kind of needed a sort of Kylian, because when we would steal the ball, City had a very high defensive line, and City, commits a lot of players forward. And there were moments, the moment that you steal that ball, if we had Kylian, what he does have is a lot of speed, and he knows how to read these runs. And I think that this is the type of game where we could have gotten so many wonderful deep balls into him. But anyway, I'm heartbroken because, obviously this is going to have repercussions for Xavi, but I just feel that the repercussions will come on the wrong match, because this is not the match where I would be particularly upset with the players, because, what my uncle just said, and please take a look at the shorts, because we did a sort of post-match My Uncle's Corner, and he was saying how this team, if they had played with this level of intensity the whole season, we would not be where we are. But it's just night and day. And when you're at the stadium, you can see how much they run or how much they don't run. And I'm telling you, today they really, really gave 110%. I'm absolutely heartbroken. I think that the repercussions for Xavi, will be fairly severe. But it's just kind of, I don't know, it feels like the wrong match to punish him for. This was incredibly unfortunate. We have to keep, I think Asensio played really well. I think Carreras ran his ass off. I think that Jude was all over the pitch. I mean, Fede is unbelievable. I think that we deserved a lot more than a defeat here. So, look, my initial reaction is that, Vini is becoming a little bit problematic because he just can't finish anymore. I have no idea what happened. But there are some important takeaways, and I'll sort of, let them simmer overnight. But my initial reaction is that this defeat is a little bit harsh, because I can tell you the players played their asses off. And by the way, some of the switches of play were incredible. Some of the switches in play were really, really amazing. And I just think that we did enough to win this match, and I have no idea how we didn't. Okay, look, this is just my gut reaction. I wanted to share with you guys sort of my, my first emotional reaction, but I'll give you guys a more detailed analysis tomorrow. All right? Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the shorts. I love all of you, and despite everything, a la Madrid.